Hey guys, welcome to the video today. In today's video, I am going to unbox and talk about the setup process and give an overview of this Insignia Fire TV. This one's a 32-inch, says F20 series LED, HD, and then 32-inch. There is, I think that's the model number right here. And then here's the UPC right there. And then up here it talks about the shipping process, the unboxing process, and the handling process. Okay, so I'm going to take this out of the box now. And before we begin, make sure that you're wearing the proper safety equipment and take all safety precautions. And make sure that you've read through all of the information on the packaging and any information that came inside of the packaging before you go through the setup process and before you use your TV. Okay, so let's open up the top here. I'm just gonna peel back the tape. Okay, so set these parts here. There was like, in the styrofoam part there were like the feet and the remote. And then also some paperwork. Lifting by the sides here, just being careful. Just gonna set this down on the ground here. Some more paperwork, some batteries for the remote, and then just some more styrofoam at the bottom of the box. Put this back in here. And these. There are also some screws in here, Phillips head screws for the feet of the TV. Okay, I'm gonna take the bag off here. I'm gonna leave the cardboard on until I get the feet installed here. So the feet appear to be the same, and they also appear to only be able to fit in one way to the TV. So I'm just gonna fit the feet in like that. Okay, so I started both of the screws here, and I'm just gonna alternate back and forth, tightening them down until they're both secured all the way into place. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other foot for the TV as well. And then I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Okay, so I have the screws tightened down on both of the feet. And that's what they look like. And when you do that, you just want to make sure, like, see how there's tape right there? You just want to make sure there isn't any tape over the areas where you're going to put the feet before you put the feet. Okay, I'm going to get the TV standing up and we'll go from there. Okay, next I'm going to remove this cardboard piece and all of the tape here. So, okay, behind the cardboard is more tape here. Or whatever this is, and then stickers. I'm going to take those off and I'll be back. I noticed there was like another piece of tape down here and then also like a film covering over the screen. So I'm going to keep removing all this stuff and I'll be back. Okay, and then this sticker here says, please carefully remove this screen protector to avoid damaging the screen. So there's like a screen protector here. So I'm just going to carefully remove that. Just holding onto the TV while I do this to make sure that the TV doesn't fall over. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the remote came with its own batteries. I'm just going to use my own batteries though. And with old batteries or batteries that you're not going to use, just make sure that you store them in a safe place until you can recycle them properly. And then, let's see here. Let's take this off. And with the batteries, you just want to make sure that you install them the correct direction and that you're using the correct size battery. Okay, so I plugged the TV in and now I'm going to turn the TV on so I can see what type of on-screen setup there is. Looks nice already. I'm already like pretty happy with how that looked. Okay, very cool. It is taking a little while. I don't know if it's like going through a setup process or what's happening right now, but okay, here we go. Okay, so I can pick the language here, so I'm going to do that. I'm just going to select English. English, United States. And just make sure that you read through the information on the screen there, and then if you choose to do so, you can select Continue. I'm going to do that now. Okay, so the screen right before this one was like the Wi-Fi screen, and it was showing, you know, the different Wi-Fi networks. And for now, I just said that I'm going to skip that process. So I'm just going to select Skip Wi-Fi Setup. Scan for TV channels, so like if I had an antenna hooked up to this, I could do that. I'm not going to do that now, so I'm just going to select No. And then from here, this is where okay, so on this screen, it says create or sign in to your Amazon account, and you can learn more if you want to there. If I scroll over, here are the different inputs down here. I'm going to go back up. And then here's the home screen, but I'm not connected to a network currently, so I'm just getting the message, device is not connected to a network. And then if I go over again, this is the settings icon option here. And down here are different options. So like here is where I could connect to a network when I want to. And here is where I can sign in to my Amazon account when I'm ready. And then I'm just going to go back here. And I'll just go back to the home screen. So there's an overview of the on-screen, what it looks like here. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the TV off. And I'm going to unplug the TV and I'll be right back. Okay, so I wanted to show the different inputs and outputs on the back of the TV. So right there, there's HDMI 1 ARC and HDMI 2, and then there's a USB, and then there's a digital optical output, and then there's an audio out, and then down here, there's an antenna cable, and then there's also the composite audio and video. So the red, white, and yellow. And here is what the back of the TV looks like. There's also a power button underneath the TV there. It functions as like a power button, and then can also, just making sure that foot doesn't sit on the cord. So that button functions as a power button and can also change inputs and some other things as well. I wanted to mention that when I did connect this TV to Wi-Fi, there was an update process that this TV went through. All right, guys, I hope that this video was helpful, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.